Hello! In my last video, linked in the description, I had YouTubers run through a maze that will randomly open and close doors. This method is survival friendly, and it works for both Java and Bedrock. Now here's how you can make one yourself. First, you want to get a layout design. I have an example right over here. You want some indicator blocks. I have the spruce planks for the entrance and exit, birch planks for the hallways, and the oak planks for the doors. Now, when you're designing the layout, you want to take into consideration a few things. First off, this design is made for a 2x2 scale, so I have a 2x2 piston door to actually open and close this, and it's a 2x2 hallway. Because of that, you want to make sure that the hallways, the space between the hallways are 2 blocks apart like this, because if they're like this and you have 2 doors, the redstone's going to be cramped in and it's not going to work. Then you also don't want the doors to be kitty corner to each other, so like this, the redstone is going to interfere with each other, and that's not good. And also, you want to make sure that it's not in a zigzag shape like this, because this is what the layout will look like. We have the piston door on one of the sides and not the other, and if we have it here, it would be showing in the wall on this side, and we don't want that. Then also, you don't want it like this, where the 2 doors are right across from each other, because the redstone will intermingle, and you don't want that. Once you have your layout, you want to then build that layout to scale. So I have one right here with one of the doors already installed. So you would enter here, then you have some doors, then some hallways and that stuff, and then you have the exit right here. Now when you're building the doors, I'll have the material link and all that down in the description. Now to build the door, you want to start out with placing 2 blocks like this and get your sticky pistons. This is essentially just making the outline of the door. Then you want a block there on either side. You want to come down here, place a block there, and break that. And repeat that for both sides. Then you want another block on the inside. And then on one of these, you're going to want to put a hopper. You can have it facing anywhere as long as it's not going into anything. Then you want to put the first 64 stackable item in there. And then on the block right next to it, you want to put a torch, a redstone torch. Now after that, you can put redstone torches up there. Nope, that's a redstone block. Redstone dust out there. Make sure it's in the cross shape and not in the dot shape, because as you can see, it's not going to power the piston if it's like that. In Bedrock, it should be that by default. I don't know if you can change it. You don't need to change it. You don't want to change it, but anyways. Then into each of these blocks, you want to put a repeater, another repeater, and make sure that you can wall all the way around. You want to place redstone all the way. So now both of the doors are open. Now on the block underneath the redstone torch, you want to place a block and then place blocks in this pattern right here. Coming out of the hopper, you want to place a comparator. Then you want to place another comparator like this and turn it into subtract mode so that redstone torch is on. And then another comparator facing into that redstone torch. Next, we're going to set up a T flip-flop. It's very simple. All it is a dropper going up like this, dropper coming out like this, a dropper going down like this, and a hopper going right into there. Now the next 64 stackable item you want to put in this one, then the doors will close. This will determine whether or not the doors are open or closed. Now for the randomizer, you want to put a dropper facing upward, then a hopper going right into it. You want to place your non-stackable item in here and your final 64 stackable item in here. If you want the doors to be opened or closed more rarely, you can put up to 7 other 64 stackable items as long as they are not the same item. You have to have all different items in here, otherwise it's not going to work properly. For the hopper clock, to determine when the event triggers, you want to place a redstone block underneath this wool. 1, 2, 3 blocks coming out from that in the direction of the randomizer. Break the 2 blocks in between. 1, 2 coming out underneath this T flip-flop, and break the wool. Then sticky pistons facing inward towards the redstone block. Now you want to place a block here, remove that, same on the other side. Then you want comparators facing into those blocks. Redstone dust on top of each one. then hoppers going into each other. Now this is where a lot of customizability comes in, other than the randomizer itself. If you want the doors to open or close often, I'd recommend up to 8 of a certain block, then it'll go up, it'll go around. Now it is working. Then if you want to hard shut it off, you can grab a lever with a block in front of it and just power it. Now it's off. Now as you can see, the doors are stuck open, and that is how you build the door itself. Now you would repeat that for all the other doors that are here in your layout. Then after that, obviously build up the walls, build up the ceiling, and it's all smooth sailing. And there you go, then you've completed the build. If you'd like to see some YouTubers try to solve this maze, feel free to check out the video in the description. The link to the map that I made is also in the description. And if you like the video, feel free to subscribe to my channels, and thanks, have a good day, bye!